Where am I? Is this heaven?
No, it isn't heaven.
Is it hell?
No, it isn't hell either. Actually, there is no hell. Although I hear Los Angeles is getting pretty close.
It's a Sunday morning for Christmas Eve, and here again is Jane Pauley.
That's comedian and actor Albert Brooks, who knows a thing or two about making people laugh. Just ask his pal, Rob Reiner. They're in conversation with our Ben Mankiewicz.
Remember,
Sooner or later, everything in Beverly Hills gets a facelift.
this is where we met, but of course, there's nothing left of it, just like our friendship.
Yeah.
Even your old high school.
We sat on that bench.
We did?
Rob Reiner and Albert Brooks met here at Beverly Hills High 60 years ago in a drama class.
This is the first time both of us have been back since
Right.
we graduated.
Over a certain age, it's against the law.
Only for you, though.
Well, life works best when you remember. You remember, nobody bothers you. That's the way it was. I looked great. When you have to confront the actual people you were with, oh my God, who are you? You're my grandmother. No, you were in love with me. Oh my God, oh my God.
But you liked older women, so.
Yeah.
It brings back
Nothing.
no memory.
Nothing.
No memory.
They haven't been back, but they've remained close friends for 6 decades, as Reiner went from playing Meathead in Norman Lear's All in the Family
Care for an olive?
to a career as a top-tier movie director. This is Spinal Tap, A Few Good Men, Misery, When Harry Met Sally.
Yes! 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 Oh!
I'll have what she's having.
That memorable line came courtesy of Estelle Reiner, Rob's mother. Rob's father, legendary comedian and writer Carl Reiner, knew funny as well as anyone, and during an appearance on The Tonight Show in 1963, singled out his teenage son's teenaged friend.
He says, the funniest person I know is a 16-year-old kid named Albert Einstein. That was his
Albert
name at the time.
Einstein. That's Brooks's birth name. He changed it at the start of his career because of the other guy named Albert Einstein.
I asked, believe me, I asked.
You did.
And all I got was, ask your dad, ask your mom.
Right.
Nobody would tell me.
His parents, Harry Einstein, a famous radio comic, and his wife Thelma never owned up to why they burdened their son with the name of the world's most famous scientist.
I don't think they thought, oh, is he going to get in trouble in gym class?
He'll live up to that. That's easy.
Albert Brooks met the challenge. He became the funniest comedian of his generation, relativity speaking.
He can't split the atom, but he can create energy through laughter.
Brooks's originality was on display as soon as he found an audience, mostly on variety shows.
I'm Dave, and I'm Danny.
Rather than tell jokes, he performed extended bits and created characters, like the world's least talented ventriloquist.
I'll sing a song while you have a cigarette. Great idea. What are you gonna sing? One of my favorites, Swanee River. Great. No. Way down upon the Swanee River.
It was like an elixir. I mean, it could make dead people laugh. It made everyone laugh. So I kept getting jobs because of it.
Here is comedian Albert Brooks.
Albert Brooks?
Our friend, Albert Brooks.
Sir, Albert Brooks.
I think he's the funniest man in the world, Albert Brooks.
As Brooks kept working, Reiner kept pestering with a request. Let me make a movie about your life.
I've always looked up to you because, to me, there was nobody that did what you could do.
Reiner's documentary, Defending My Life, is currently streaming on Max.
Why did you make this doc now?
Because he wouldn't do it when I wanted to do it. What was the reason you, at this time, said that you finally said you would do it?
There's a lot of young people who, if they know me at all, they know me as a fish.
There's a mollusk, see, and he walks up to a sea. Well, he doesn't walk up.
Brooks voices Marlin in Finding Nemo.
I'm mixed up. There was a mollusk.
You just would like to say, you know, there's more to it.
Right.
And you can't yourself on a street corner because that's mental illness.
Yes, you could try.
Wait a minute, I'm not just a fish. Do you know that in 1975, look, I got it, my car's here. I can't.
I knew all the things that Albert had done. I knew how brilliant he was. I wanted them to know.
There's a lot to know. In 1971, Brooks wrote a piece for Esquire magazine about the Albert Brooks famous school for comedians. It didn't exist. Some didn't get the joke.
How many applicants did you get?
2,000.
People thought it was a real thing.
I had a 2-page talent test, the silliest test you ever saw.
Now, he won't lie to
A year or so later came a short film about the non-existent school, a pioneering example of the mockumentary.
The pie here is funnier than if it landed in Area 3. But funnier still, and I think you'll see why, would be to make direct contact with the nose. That was funny.
Then came what might have been his big break. In 1974, Lorne Michaels was preparing a sketch comedy show for NBC. It became Saturday Night Live. He asked Brooks to be the permanent host. Brooks turned him down.
Can you imagine 50 years you're doing that?
Yeah.
You're 50 years you're saying, Albert Brooks.
Good evening. Yeah.
Instead, he made short films for SNL's first season, which led to his true calling, writing, directing, and starring in some of the funniest and most deliberately uncomfortable movies of their time: Modern Romance, Lost in America, Defending Your Life, and the semi-autobiographical Mother, with Debbie Reynolds as the title character.
Mother, the ice cream is colorless.
Look under the protective ice.
The protective ice? You've actually named the clear, hard crap that sits on the top?
10 seconds.
All of this in addition to his work as an actor.
This is more than Nixon ever sweated.
Most memorably schwitzing his way to screen immortality in broadcast news.
Just how noticeable is this? Huh?
I think Albert Brooks is the Marx Brothers meet Richard Pryor.
But that's the greatest thing I ever heard.
Well, good.
Because that's 4 people.
Yeah. Wait a minute. Here we go. Look at this. Albert Brooks.
Back at their old high school, the two old pals find themselves on the wall of fame.
Look, see, there's me right there. There's me.
Friends still making each other laugh, though don't expect a duet.
Oh, Beverly, we love you, our loyalty we sing. To thee, all faithful honor, our praises we sing. Our custom traditions bring glory to thee. We love you, Beverly. Then there's the end.
We need help.